now.
Yeah, and something interesting about the emblems right here. If you notice how KaoTZ is not going for the Season Hunter at all. Taz is the one that has Season Hunter. KaoTZ went for the Master Assassin. He really wants to find the pickouts on Evos Legends and then assassinate them one by one. Now, Fluffy, instead of going for the Festival of Blood, went for the, I believe, Tenacity, because we want to out lane and out sustain and going in and out against FlapTZ in lane. So right now, if you notice how the rotations of Evos Legends, right, instead they're sending Hijume as the Ruby down bot as well.
FlapTZ is going to be there. Hijume going to hit 4 very soon. So no contest from AP BREN. You don't want to push this. Good news is that on the top side, Super Marco is slightly winning out the trade against Brands in this early game, as Ogwen was spotted roaming around in the jungle with Evos Legends, as both teams start to jostle around for some turtle control.
Yeah, turtle control, both these two fighters, right? Oh, well, Fluffy and FlapTZ is actually trying to contest for the attention of the turtle, but Awkward, ooh, Hijume going down with the I'm Offender on top of Awkward. That's no I'm Offender for this turtle fight. Unfortunately, you know, both these two teams are not looking at the turtle as of yet because they want the jungle up and ready before they actually go for the strike.
And one of a slower turtle takes, you can see FlapTZ showing up to the scene as well. The fact that Hijume puts himself in front, even without the I'm Offended, still poses a significant threat with Dreams behind him, right? The sustain in these fights, pretty nutty for Evos Legends with the bloom up from the Florian, but just like you said, without the appropriate resources, they're not going to do it, so AP BREN gets the turtle.
Yeah, I think Hijume blew the I'm Offender early on. That actually costed him the turtle. And this time around, Taz is not actually able to snowball out of AP BREN. This time around, AP BREN showing a little bit more respect, right? Ogwen is also hard invading against Taz, especially level 1 this time around. Ogwen is in the target.
Yeah, wild charge just instantly gets out of dodge. Nothing much can be done, so Taz, an attempt invade on the top jungle, also not able to do it. AP BREN, at least in this game, you know, you not only got to an even start, but you are kind of soft winning that goal lane matchup, right? BREN's constantly calling for help from Dreams.
That's not very normal, right? Usually, you know, Super Marco in the early game as a plot is a little bit softer, but this time around, ooh, Hijume, now the target. Don't forget, KaoTZ is actually rocking on the Master Assassin. Actually did quite a huge chunk of damage against Hijume, but Hijume can always heal up, and this is the power of the Ruby in the mid lane, right? You can always heal up from these minions.
Ogwen wanted to follow up, but he's blocked by his own barrier, but they did get the flicker out of Hijume, and that is massive if you're AP BREN. Ogwen starting to threaten Taz again in his own jungle. The ultimate was used. Taz will get that purple buff. FlapTZ instantly disengages with the Bravest Warrior.
Oh, that's another miss. I'm offended, and also, you know, another flicker once again. Now, no I'm offended for the next turtle fight. And so take a look at the gold leaderboard, right? Super Marco leading in terms of the gold lead, so that's very good for the side of AP BREN. But then again, Evos Legends, when the Melissa hits critical mass, the Muddles is actually going to hurt a lot. So AP BREN needs to know when to disengage from the Melissa. But on the other hand, KaoTZ, you know, slowly taking over in terms of the farm. Taz, on the other hand, I don't think he has enough damage.
Yeah, Fluffy getting the reset from Demon Mark, trying to heal back up, but doesn't have enough. So first blood goes over to KaoTZ.
Yeah, that's very easy pickings for the side of KaoTZ, right? Fluffy was caught off guard on his own. Don't forget the Master Assassin also does a lot of damage. Now Super Marco going to unleash hell with the Blazing Duet just to wave clear, just to reset the wave. Because right now, AP BREN is looking at the turtle instead. Taz is already there.
Going in all alone. Again, his teammates not ready to support him, so this turtle will go over to AP BREN. 2-0 so far in terms of objectives. FlapTZ continues to go in for the dive. Bravest Warrior used as well. Hijume will be the target. The stun just clips him on the edge. The barrier trying to block him out, but unfortunately not able to do so. So Evos Legends were able to get Hijume out.
Yeah, a lot more respect for the side of AP BREN, but don't forget, if you notice how the rotations from brands, right? You want to go into the mid to try to help, but then again, you know, you're giving more gold over the side of Super Marco. Super Marco, I believe, blew the Blazing Duet once again just to get more wave clear, and now the brands, I think, botching that rotation is going to return to the top lane with a half HP turret.
And just like that, right? Brands will have to play catch-up game. This is a complete opposite of game number 1 in the AP BREN. Ogwen, I mean, on this Grok itself is kind of a big problem that Evos Legends have no answer to, right? Especially when you are running the Ruby, you're expecting to get these catches, but Ogwen just, the nature of the hero doesn't allow it to happen.
Yeah, and because of the CC immunity when he goes in for a skill. And not only just that, right? Ogwen did his role to basically slow down Taz at the same time because first skill of the Grok in the early game does a lot of damage, but bottom lane, FlapTZ going up against Fluffy.
be one level ahead, but Fluffy already using the ultimate, so no more follow-up onto Flaptizi. It's gonna disengage. Top side AP BREN are putting some emphasis. Kautizi around the corner as well. Jumi will show up on the map. A lot of emphasis on this area. We have 30 seconds until the next turtle spawns. And Taz looking for a kill onto Few. Decides against it instantly, but it might be too late. They use the bloom, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Taz ends up going down. Hijume also not look too healthy. The Muddles is there from Brands, but now he's going to use the get away from me. And AP Brand was like, no, we will stick onto you. Brands able to get away, but not far enough. There's 3 dead for the side of Evos Legends.
Yeah, it's just all of a sudden, you know, Evos Legends trying to thought that they got hit critical mass. They tried to fight this, but Flaptizi going up against Fluffy in the mid lane right here. If you notice how Flaptizi just now during that team fight was actually trying to cut the waves. Evos Legends right here a little bit disarray because right now Tess is supposed to snowball. He wasn't able to find the snowball because AP BREN is not feeding him food.
And Evos Legends down 4,000. 7.5 minutes in. Lane as well, right? This Ruby mid lane not able to contribute as much as you would have liked for Evos Legends. So Taz continues to go back into the jungle to farm up. Which team is going to be better in that late game? Is it going to be AP BREN with the Claude?
I think it's gonna be AP BREN. That's correct. AP BREN with the claw because Phil does have the Cal Alta to also help off as well. Because you know you saw how annoying AP BREN needs to deal with Evos Legends in the late game, right? Because when the Cal Alta starts to have lower cooldown, don't forget there's also the wall charge coming in.
Yeah, Flicker into the wall, Bloom used as well, but it doesn't really matter. Task gets bursted. Second death for the Joy. That's easy. Overstanding just a little bit. Hijuma is going to be dead. Flicker actually not getting the pullback. But Fiji just walks out of it.
Oh,
they even come
all
in.
The value.
Super Marco with the Blazing Duet, forcing out the getaway from Brands. I mean, AP BREN are just gatekeeping Evos Legends in front of their own turret.
Yeah, literally building a wall, right? This is how you gatekeep Evos Legends. Don't forget, Evos Legends finally got a 1-game win from, from AP BREN. Now this time around, AP BREN knows and started to fix the leaks on their sinking, a little bit sinking ship. Now Evos Legends this time around, they're the sinking ship because the torpedo coming up from AP BREN is strong, and that torpedo comes from Kaltizi. He's actually creating a lot of pressure in the enemy jungle. He's also picking up several kills right here. Taz is a little bit slower this time around. This time around does finally built into the Holy Crystal, but then again, AP BREN is able to burst down Taz. And Taz, I don't think even with the dashes, if you get caught off guard like that, yeah, AP BREN will be easy pickings. It will be easy pickings for Evos Legends.
Fluffy tried to get away with the dash. Vengeance doing a good job. Hijume will be dead. 4 members of Evos Legends around the corner. Flaptizi will be the first target, but has to play versus Warrior, so he will be safe. And Brand's now in danger using that ultimate, but it doesn't matter because the OG Shadow Kill ignores it completely, and Kautizi is on a killing spree. Taz running in with the Electrifying Beast, but Few will get the Call Alta off. So no kills on the side of Brand, AP BREN just yet. Fluffy will try, but he can get pulled back, force the Flicker away, and Kautizi chases him down for a mega kill. Evos Legends falling apart.
Yeah, and it all started because, you know, Kautizi was able to find a shadow kill onto Taz. Taz absorbed most of that, and also Brands at the same time, while Kautizi picks up the Lord at the same time. Now Super Marco going in.
The Blazing Duet onto Hidumi and Dream to force that ultimate of the Florin out, healing them, but it doesn't really matter. The objective is going over to AP BREN. They have a 7.6k gold advantage. Taz gotta be very careful. 3 members of AP BREN by his side. Gonna use that Electrifying Beast to get away, and AP BREN will stop it.
I like the fact that Ogwin actually built that wall right there. That's a small little dot of movement that allows Taz to basically sneak away. That's how annoying Joy can be. But at this time, at this rate, right, if you take a look at the damage leaderboard, Kautizi is actually outputting quite a lot of damage onto the right targets, right? Onto Brands at the same time. Now, you start to question the Hijume going in with the Ruby in the mid lane. Just a few things that he kind of missed, especially with I'm Offender, which actually gave out so much value, and AP BREN is slowly capitalizing things that he kind of missed, especially with I'm Offender, which actually gave out so much value, and AP BREN is slowly capitalizing on all of that advantage. Now with the Lord Magic on board, there's also another prong video wave up top. Kautizi will go and deal with that one, and that's already two lane that only has the inhibitor turrets.
A clean game so far. Brands blocked out from his own base. Lord's gonna be just killed off as Brands will rendezvous with the rest of the team, but this is a masterclass from AP BREN. 7-0 so far. Evos Legends couldn't hold a candle to it.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Evos Legends actually took one game from AP BREN, and in game number 2, AP BREN, I'm not gonna let you win. And when I say I'm not gonna let you win, I'm gonna play this game perfectly. No kills from the side of Evos Legends. They couldn't find it. Few is the one that literally denies Evos Legends from any of these kills, and because of that, all of a sudden you blink, Evos Legends is trapped in their base.
Oh, the flicker pull back into the base. Open just charges away. Flapteezy in the midst of things. They use the bloom to keep themselves alive. Evos Legends with a good attempt. There's no kills for them.
And Few doesn't even need to use the Call Altar, so Evos Legends right now, yes, they managed to get a pick off using Hijume. This time round, the Ruby actually put into great use, but there's not enough damage from the side of Evos Legends to take advantage of that play, because take a look at the gold lead. 10k in a favor of AP BREN. All that standing gold they had after that Lord push just allows them to get so much value out of it. Not only just that, they also put Evos Legends back into their place in their side of the map. Yeah, that's very strong for the side of AP BREN, because take a look, Super Marco and KaoTZ leading in the gold earn leaderboard right here. KaoTZ has been farming like a storm, not only just from the jungle creeps, but also from Evos Legends as well.
The same can't be safe for brands right here. It's 3,000 net worth ahead, behind Super Marco. Here's Melissa. There's still a long way before he even starts remotely dealing any damage, and the second Lord is going to be up in 20 seconds.
There's no range for the side of Evos Legends, right? Like, the hero that has the most range for the side of Evos Legends technically is Brands, but KaoTZ could just jump all the way in, shadow kill like that. Look at him just clearing a wave at the same time, and he could just bounce back easily. And
the rest of AP BREN is going to show up, splitting Evos Legends as they scatter into the wind. Fluffy should be fine. Final slash use as well to displace members of AP BREN, whereas Taz is going to get chased down by Flapteezy and KaoTZ. This Joy just can't do anything as he gets sliced like hot butter through knife. Hot knife through butter. Evos Legends just, I mean, 8 and down 0-8 right now. Still nothing that they can do.
I like the fact that, you know, the Observer, there's 2 fights happening right there. Observer chose the one at the bottom because he knows that Taz is actually just got caught out of position. No one for the side of Evos Legends can actually reach him. Gate kept literally by Awkward and Few, and now because of that one kill, no jungle, AP BREN proceeds to burst down this Lord. Easy pickings for their side. Now Evos Legends has to play base defense, but if you take a look at their base defense mechanism, there's no one that could actually AoE wave clear except for Hijume, but getting Hijume to do that means that Hijume needs to put himself up close. If you take a look at the items right now, Dom Eyes, Blade, Armor, so there's not enough damage from the side of Evos Legends. The mid lane usually should have the damage, but then again, Ruby going in with no damage at all. So Evos Legends lacking in the damage department. They can't even kill anybody for the side of AP BREN. You couple that with Few on the Call Altar, and also Few can also do damage with Ghost Bursters. That also does a lot of damage too.
Hijume tried the flicker trick again, and this time it missed, so big resource expended for nothing. Evos Legends are definitely going to lose this bottom inhibitor. And without Hijume's mean of engage, it feels like there's no way for them to take any fight or to isolate the members of AP BREN. Open from the back, big knockup with the wild charge. All 4 of them into the air. Evos Legends trying to survive right now. Everyone's scattering into the wind. You can see Super Marco comes in with the placing to wet, but BREN will take down Flapteezy at least. 4 versus 4. However, he's going to be taken down very quickly. Hijume also falls. Super Marco dealing the massive damage that his team needs. Evos Legends keeping this game alive just barely as Taz goes on the chase, but he's too far. He's gonna destroy Super Marco as he Nikola Tesla his backside with electric. Evos Legends still in this game.
Evos Legends still in the game, but two big things happened, right? AP BREN was able to secure mid lane and bot lane. That was a massive wild charge committed by Awkward at the same time, but unfortunately they're fighting right underneath the turret. So, and I was actually doubting Evos Legends, you know, amount of damage they could output reliably with Ruby. Let's take a look at the replay, right? If you take a look, Brand's actually free hitting for the backline. Let's secure the Lord already taken down. Brand's able to commit to the flicker because he knows he's the main damage dealer, and once, you know, Evos Legends losing Brands, they know they can actually push up. AP BREN got a little bit greedy with the Joy because they noticed that Taz is really out of position right there, but Taz on the ultimate still does a lot of damage, especially in the late game part, right? He's already secured the Holy Crystal. He's also secured the Genius 1 plus a Lethal Ignition. Super Marco decides to bounce back to try to get for that kill. I think a little bit too greedy right there. Giving 2 kills over the Evos Legends, that's shut down gold, but AP BREN still leading in the gold department in 10k.
10,000 net worth lead, nothing to scoff at for sure. But Evos Legends, if they can pull off a fight like that again, then I think we will definitely have an even match on our hands. Easier said than done though. Brands needs to go
Yeah.
massive, Taz needs to go massive.
Yeah, especially Hijome, right? The one time that finally Hijome actually managed to get a good catch was that particular fight. He needs to do that over and over again. So the pressure is starting to be a little bit high for their side, especially how Awkward actually start putting down the walls like that. Don't forget, it is Evos Legends. Stuck in a base, they can't really possibly do anything because the Lord is already up. AP BREN has total map dominance yet. So, and with that turret is just one dot, right? Awkward, I think he could just step out and just punch it down, and you know that's an open base for the side of Evos Legends.
And of course, this Lord is gonna be a no contest against Lord number 3 for AP BREN. Might just be what they need to push this to a third.
Definitely, I think. Well, okay, I don't know exactly what's happened right there, but you know, we didn't get muted, so thank God for that note. But hold on a second, it is still a Lord secure by the side of AP BREN. Evos Legends right here, once again, base defense, right? The only defense they can do is a good offense. Hijome needs to land out the well, I'm offended, onto AP BREN, catch as many people as possible, and probably use the core to basically supplement into the damage. And that's a little bit awkward, if you ask me, coming out from the side of Evos Legends in terms of executing that one. You can see Awkward doing exactly that right here. Just gonna boop that turret and then, you know, unleash the floodgates of minions and Lord.
And there it is, the final push coming in from AP BREN. Can they survive this though? Bloom already used by the side of Dreams to keep his team alive. Taz trying to run down Kaltizi and blows his immortality in the process. Brands will now turn his attention to deal with the Lord instead. Evos Legends once more holding on to this game, and I mean AP BREN were not able to capitalize on anything.
Yeah, Kaltizi entered a little bit too early right there, but there was a nice three-prong attack for the side of AP BREN. Awkward credited for that one by unleashing the floodgates at the same time. However, the defense is there. I'm actually kind of surprised because Hijome was actually desperately trying to wave clear and absorbing a lot of these attention. Taz, on the other hand, you know, finding Kaltizi was huge, but then again, it only delays inevitable. 13k goalie in the favor of AP BREN. Evos Legends still like 1 or 2 items, maybe 1 item shy away from a full build, but Evos Legends is starting to pick up all the items that they need in order to dish out the damage, especially with Brands, right? Brands didn't even use Inspire earlier on just now. So AP BREN, I think, if they really want to play this safe to secure a game number 3, they should actually try to go for that Lord.
The flicker into the wild charge. Brand's gonna be the target. He's gonna still hold on to the Inspire for now. The ultimate not used. Evos Legends being really patient with this fight. The bloom though from Dreams already blew to keep his team healthy, and now blazing away from Super Marco onto everyone outside of Evos Legends. They're all dropping low. Not there just yet though. Fluffy comes back to life with the immortality as they do lose the floor, and finally Dreams falls. Hijome might be the second as he cannot hang on for long enough. The flicker forward from Few to pull back the members of Evos Legends, but it's still not enough. Brand needs to fall, and he's still alive. Life stealing back up. Open, looking for a flank, couldn't find it. Evos Legends once more hold on to the game.
Yeah, they committed way too much for the side of AP BREN. AP BREN lost a little bit of patience right there, and Evos Legends, you know, they are able to capitalize on that one because right now playing base defense, you saw Hijome using the I'm Offender onto Awkward, but Awkward is actually big, so he doesn't really care, and he eats a wall charge right at the face. And speaking of wall charge, he's going in right now.
This could be the end, right? Evos Legends, they still haven't had their members back just yet. Kaltizi going straight for the crystal. Taz also falls. It's BREN against the entire world. AP BREN looking to close this out. Dreams back in 3, but it doesn't really matter. AP BREN, they won game 3, and they have gotten it. It is not over just yet, my friend. We are going the full distance.
Is this like the first game number 3 for Stream C?
From Stream C? Yeah, it is. The game,
yeah, I think it is.
Game 3, yeah.
Yeah, finally. But if you hold your thoughts just a little bit, AP BREN on the